Hi, สบายดี Today I will show you how to repair KitchenAid stand mixer Pro 600 stopping leaking oil and change all the gear. Those are all the tools we need.
Now we're gonna start open this machine. So it's very simple. There's a one screw on the back side of it. So you just use a Phillips screwdriver, unscrew it, and put the screw on the side, and just easy take this out and set it aside. And now you need to remove screw right here. There is a two on each side, two on this and two on the other side. When you remove all four screws, all you have to do just easy to lift the cover up. Okay, just leave it up straight. See that? It should be nice and clean. Put it aside. And this is what you see inside. This is called the fan. And the main thing that we're gonna work on this part. Okay, underneath this cover. So the reason why the machine is leaking, because after you use it for a while, the oil get very contaminated, I think, and then all the oils become more like water. So that's why it's keep leaking. So that's we need to take everything out and check all the gear and clean it up very good and replace with the new oil and the new gear if the one that in there is bad. To take this cover off, you have to remove four screws right here, 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 and one on the other side. Now, after you remove all four screws, just be careful to lift this thing. Make sure it goes straight up, and it should be easy right there. This is what you see. This has a gasket, and it's very dirty, and you need to clean it very good, and then replace with a new oil. Now, you see, my machine doesn't have enough oil now. See, all the oil is leaking out, so that's why I need it. So first you need to just lift this thing up. Okay, right there. See, and make sure you clean this one and inspect all the thread. No, it seems like they're all looking good, so I don't need a new one. So, but in case you need a new one, I'm gonna show you the part number, everything. So, but for now, I'm gonna set this aside, and I have to clean it up, everything. So, and next one is right here. It's a little bit difficult over here. You need the tool. That's why you need this tool to remove the clip, the ring clip. There we go. Put this aside. So now, all you have to do is just slide this thing. right there. Just inspect on the thread. So it seems like this, very good. Good news. So I have to replace it. But like I say, if you need to replace, I have the part number, everything for you guys. So I'm going to show you. Now you need to remove the warm gear, which is you need to see the pin. You need just take out the pin. So right there. So and just easy leave it out. Whoop. Right there. And check on the gear. It looks good to me. Ah, good news. And I have to spend more money. And this is the one. I also have the gear right here. So since we take everything apart, so we should move this. So put a little bit, clean it up everything. Now we're gonna remove this gear. So then first we need to remove this ring first. Okay, just use this tool right there. There we go. Now after you remove the ring, just pull it up and inspect again, inspect everything. Seems pretty good. So just put it aside. And now you want to remove this. So you see the pin there? So that's why this thing handy. You just need to I probably need something to knock it. There we go. Okay. Now there's the washer. And just put it down. Right there. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just clean up everything and then put it back together. Okay, so here, let's go back up here. You see all the oil here. The most important is make sure you clean up very good. As good as you can, because you don't want to leave the old oil there, because there is a the fire chip that's left over from the gear, because the metal and metal grinding each other, so it's create the chip. That's a very fine one. So you don't want to leave it there, because otherwise it's gonna make a damage to your new gear. So okay, so just make sure you clean it. So you can use this to clean it. I don't have the small one, so probably you need the smaller tool, small potting knife. I have the big one. So since I don't have it, I just gonna use the napkin, paper towel. So now you can see that I cleaned it. Everything looks very clean, so should be good enough. See, the planetary is very clean. All the thing, gear, everything is very clean. So now I'm gonna start reassemble them. So put everything back together. So we're gonna start with reassemble the planetary. So before I do that, I'm gonna need to apply some grease to it, to the shaft, planetary shaft. You don't have to put a lot, just a little bit. So it runs smooth. And also, so after that, we just slide this one to the planetary base, just like that. And secure this with the pin. Right there. And the gear. You see the pin? Can you see? And you see the gear, it has a slot right there. There's a keyway right there. Here. Just make sure it's good. Put this right there so it's good. Now exactly like that. Now we have to secure this with the retaining ring. So I have to use my 2. Just put the retaining clamp back to secure everything right there. Just make sure it's go there. There's a slot. So, and then if you can move, okay, that's good. As long as you can move the retaining pin around, so that means you're good to go. But before I put it back onto the machine, I'm gonna need a little bit grease on this sanding shaft. And also the gear. And here's in case you have to change the part, and there's a part number right here. This is what we call warm gear. So this piece is gonna come with the gasket and the bearing, and it's also gonna come with the ring clip. Okay, and this part right here, these gonna come together, not these two. And now another part that you need is gonna be this one, and there's a part number right there. Now after I put on the grease on this, so just ready to slide back to the machine. Just like that. And just need to put the gear back in there. Just make sure it's go all the way. And you need to secure this with the pin. Okay. Just try to make it even. You know, the pin from this side and this side. Stick it out. So now you need to put this gear, and when you see this gear, it has a key both sides. So, and that's why you need to make sure the pin and the warm gear here, make sure they are in line, and then you just slide this on. Almost there, almost there. There we go. Let's see. And now you see the slot? That's for the retaining ring. That's what you need to secure with it. Now just put the retaining ring back in there to secure it. Get in there. Not too much. There we go. There we go. Good job. So now everything in place and secure. Okay, now we're gonna reassemble this, the warm gear. So what you have to do, okay, you're gonna see the difference between this one. So this part is go to this side, but we should apply some grease before we a little bit of grease to it, and then go like this. And this side you're gonna need, we have a two ring and two washer and bearing, ball bearing. So one, and also you need to grease this first and put one in there. You see, And now you put the bearing into. Also, you need a little bit of grease for the bearing, both sides. Okay. Right there. And another washer, and also put the one that has a groove in first. See that? So the flat sides go out right there. And last one, put this one here. And you can leave it aside. Apply a lot of grease on the machine. See that? You see this, right? You have to be lined up like that. See that? Go on there. Not yet, not yet. There we go. See that? So now you can apply more grease. Make sure all the thread has a grease on it. And just make sure this thing turns properly. See, that looks good. That's how it is supposed to be. You should keep turning, and then you can just reapply the grease on the thread as much as you can by turning the fan. See that? Looking good. Back on. So, but before you can put the cover back on, you just need to apply a little bit grease here. And also you need to apply grease on this. So you just have to slide this thing in there. Sorry. There we go. Can you see? It should go right. There we go. Right there. All the way. And you can need to apply a lot of greasing for that. So I'm gonna start with this first. It's very important. You see the small slot right there? Just make sure you put the grease on there. So just gonna go this side. Right there. Okay, so you just apply a little bit of grease to prime the gasket. Slide it in there. Now we're ready to put the cap on, back on. So, and just put the screw back, 4 screws. Not tight all the way yet. So just kind of like you do your tie, you know, when you change the tie. So the main cover back on. So just easy. Should be, I cannot see from this side. There we go. Okay, the school bag. Now, last thing, put this one back. Make it look nice. That's it. Okay, now it's time to test if the machine is working. Let's see. Oh, sounds good. There we go. So, that's good. That's all you need to do.